Some people are focused on MegaCon variances, while others are focused on that movie speculation hype. Me, I'm paying attention to it all. It's time to talk comic books, ladies and gentlemen. Go grab your vibe juice and meet us back here in the comic room. There's much to discuss. And what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It Comics. As always, I'm your humble host, C3. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, checking out the channel. We are back with another comic book update for you. Yes, for you, the comic book community. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring the bell so every time I drop a video, you wonderful people will get that notification. And if you haven't checked out that new Fantastic Four tease trailer video, please go check it out. I'm super excited. Galactus is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Galactus is here. And we got some phenomenal books to talk about. Again, like, subscribe, share, and let's jump to the list. On the list at number 10, we have The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 300. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Todd McFarlane masterpiece. It's the direct edition, and it's the first appearance and the origin of Venom, Eddie Brock. This is a Strike While the Iron is Cold book. This book is currently down 1.83%. That's why I consider it a Strike While the Iron is Cold book. I like to buy my books so when they're on the way down so I can get them for a little less than what people would normally pay for them. Average price for the raw copy is $490. Average price for the graded copy is $889. We've had a total of 6,862 sales for this particular book that has moved on the secondary market. And there's an all-time high for a CGC 9.9 that went for $25,250. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I did a little more digging. I checked on Go Collect. I found out that there are 30,666 universal grades on the census, right? Where a 9.9 last sold for $13,500. And that was a more recent sale. So you got your 9.6s that are listed at $850. Your 9.4s are listed for $625. Your 9.2s are listed for $525. And your 9.0s are listed at $475. So we had to start this list off with an iconic book. If you don't have this book in your collection, I don't know what you're doing. This is a book that every collector must have. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 300. Keep your eye on it because it's moving on the market, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of moving, on the list at number 9, here's a modern comic book, definitely worth highlighting. Let's talk about Dark Horse Presents Annual number 1998. Absolutely. And this is the first comic book appearance of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I know I'm not the only Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. I used to watch this when I was a little bit younger, coming up in the hood. This is when my daughter was probably like maybe 1 or 2 years old. Man, this was a beautiful thing for me to sit back and watch this book appear on this list because I never knew that this book was getting so much attention. I had saw it once or twice a year or two ago, but I didn't know that the comic book community was that informed and that in tune with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The average price for the raw copy of this book is $61. The average graded copy is going for $185. This book is up 90%, ladies and gentlemen, with a total of 138 books that has transpired so far on the secondary market. Fair market value has this book resting at $61 for a raw copy in very fine condition. But we also had an all-time high that took place back in 2022 where CGC 9.8 sold for $430, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a book that's definitely worthy of you taking a look at. If you're a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, now's your opportunity to get your hands on this book, all right? Keep your eye out on it because it's moving on the secondary market. On the list at number 8, after all the chatter and all the hype, I thought this book would have been doing a little bit better, but I'm still going to talk about it. Let's talk Hulk, issue number 1, the Ed McGuinness regular cover. Yeah, the Red Hulk. Everybody, this is the first appearance of the Red Hawk. Thaddeus Ross. Yeah. Movie hype, causing books to spike, right? But at the end of the day, this book is actually doing not so well. I know, ladies and gentlemen. This book is down 57%. Listen, support the movie, guys. Support the movie. This book has a total of 3,370 sales that has taken place so far. I don't know if people are dumping the book or if people are going after it because they want to add it to their collection. Who knows? But nonetheless, there was an all-time high back in 2021 that took place for a CGC 9.8, and that book sold for $600. Fair market value has this book resting at $75 for a raw copy in near mint condition. Like I said before, I'm excited about seeing Mackie in this role. I hope you are. The book is on the move. The Hawk, issue number 1, the Ed McGuinness, regular cover. Check it out. I've got like several in my collection. I refuse to get rid of them. Definitely not getting rid of my books. Never. No. The kids will sell them off before I get rid of them. Yeah. That's why I won't let them touch them. Not yet. All right. At the list at number 7, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk X-Men, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of X-Men, Xavier, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Angel, Beast, Iceman, Magneto. And this is a timeless masterpiece that all serious collectors, if you don't have it, you should definitely be trying to get your hands on it. Average price for the raw copy, $3,204. Average price for the graded copy, $9,592. This book, too, is currently down right now. Although down 9%, this book won't stay down for long. Trust me when I tell you. Iconic book, very heavily sought after. People are looking for this book. So it is a strike while the iron is cold moment. You definitely can save yourself a couple of dollars if you go after this book right now. We've had a total of 1,431 sales of this book change hands on the secondary market. But the all-time high for this book, ladies and gentlemen, took place back in 2022, where CGC 9.6 sold for $871,999. Now that, my friends, is nothing to sneeze at. So I took that opportunity to check Go Collect, get a little bit more information for you. And Go Collect reports having 4,900 universal grades on the census. The 9.8 last sold for $492,938. Where they also have the 9.6s that are listed at $875,000. Your 9.4s, those are listed for $440,000. Your 9.2s are listed for $220,000, and your 9.0s are listed at a smooth $110,000. Right now, Feige did announce back in 2024 that Avengers issue number 6 would lead into a new age of mutants, right? So this might be a good book to grab if you can afford it. Yes, I have to save for this book. I will continue to save for this book, but I am definitely going to try to get my hands on X-Men issue number 1 because it's a book that I definitely need in my collection. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the list at number 6, here's a fan favorite. It's Silver Age goodness. Let's talk about Avengers issue number 43, and this is the first appearance of the Red Guardian. Yes, the Red Guardian. I enjoyed reading this book. I even liked his presentation in the Black Widow. I thought it was dope. I don't know how a lot of people felt about it. I enjoyed it. This book is up right now, 125.77%. We're going to call it 126%. Average price for the raw copy, $55, and you can get that graded copy for about $499. We're just going to call that an even $500. There's been a total of 1,328 total sales for this book so far on the secondary market. Now, the all-time high for this book took place in 2012, where CGC 9.8 sold for $7,750. Yes. I call that like midways right there, you know, right? Just a little less than 10 grand. But at the end of the day, a high grade of this book is definitely worthy of somebody's PC. And my motto is low grade is better than no grade. So if you can't afford that, just keep in mind that fair market value has the raw copy in near mint condition listed at $55. And you may be able to find yourself one and send it in and you get that 9.8. And you didn't have to pay 10 grand for it, $7,750 for it, right? I also checked Go Collect. Go Collect was nice enough to share with us that there's one 9.8 on the census. Go figure. Yes, that's what makes this book worthy of highlighting. We got one 9.8 on the census, and fair market value has that said that 9.8 last sold for $1,195, right? So imagine now. That was back in 2012. So imagine now what you can get your hands on that book for. All right? Now, your 9.6s are listed at $2,000. Your 9.4s are listed for $1,450. Your 9.2s are listed at $700, and your 9.0s are listed at $400. Avengers, issue number 43, first appearance of the Red Guardian. It's a book that's worthy of taking a second look at. It's moving right now on the secondary market. I don't anticipate it going too high because there's not a lot of people talking about this book. So you may be able to sneak in there and get your hands on a copy of this book for not a lot of money. Trust me when I tell you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the halfway mark. Yes, I know, right? So quickly. Yeah, because we're going to keep it moving. Because if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you guys what I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. I got a couple stacks of comics here that I want to share with you. I've been out and about in the comic book community, checking out stores, grabbing books that I wanted to add to my collection. But before I go any further, let me stop and take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for hanging out and checking out the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to all my current subscribers. Thank you for all you guys that have been around since the beginning. And thank you to all you new guys that just subscribed just now. Yeah, you just subscribed. Hit the like button. Yeah, you just subscribed. I saw you. I said, no, you can't take it back. I saw you. You just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. It helps us get out to a broader part of the community to where we can share all this great information. And remember, we want to bring the whole community good vibes only. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Good vibes only. We are only here for the love of the hobby. Check the nonsense at the door. Or if you want to do the other thing, you can go check out the other channels. But over here, it's just good vibes. We're only sharing the love of the hobby, sharing this information, and just having fun doing it, right? Because this is the greatest hobby in the world, and it should be no stress involved. Like me. Like, look. No stress. See my face? No stress. No stress. No stress. Yes, you can't go wrong. All right, guys, I'm going to stop being silly. I'm going to get you back to your list. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget your vibe juice. Keep you loose. All right, let's do what we do and enjoy doing it. On the list at number 5, we got a DC comic. This is Batman, issue number 258, and this is the first appearance of a place called Arkham's Asylum. Yes, my guys. Now, this book is up 87% increase in sales, right? Average price for the raw copy is $30. Average price for the graded copy is $2,200. With a total of 467 sales for this particular book that has changed hands on the secondary market. Now, you can't go wrong with that, knowing that the comic book community is in favor of this book and you wanting to get your hands on one just to add to your collection. I don't see anything wrong with that, all right? There was an all-time high that took place for this book, and that book sold for $4,000, all right? And a CGC 9.8. Fair market value has it listed at $30 for the raw copy in very good condition. So you still don't have to spend a lot of money for this book if you're looking to add it to your collection. The first appearance of Arkham Asylum. I always viewed it as your last resting place when it comes to DC, when Batman's rounding up all his bad guys and tossing them up in there. But for some reason, I think they need to check the security at Arkham Asylum because everybody keeps getting out. All right, guys, Batman, issue number 258. That's what it is. It's moving. Keep your eye on it. First appearance of Arkham Asylum. Definitely worth having. On the list at number 4. Now, here's a rare find I want to let everybody know about. All right? Now, this was written by Neil Gaiman. The cover art is by Dave McKean, and the interior is by Charles Vess. This book is titled Sandman, issue number 75, and this is that second print. Yeah, second print. I'm highlighting this book because there was only about 1,000 copies of this particular book that was sent out into circulation. Now, the average price for a raw copy of this book is $150. You may be able to get yourself on a graded copy for about $300, right? This book is up 18% with 50 total sales so far in the aftermarket, okay? Now, if your negotiation skills are up to par, you could probably get this book for a good price right now. But there was an all-time high that took place back in 2020 where CGC 9.8 sold for $2,000, all right? Now, I see a lot of potential for this book right here because even though there's only 45 9.8s on the census, at a print run of 1,000, if you can get your hands, if you find this book in a high grade and you can get your hands on a 9.9, that'll send this book through the roof. Yes, a 9.9 could change the whole trajectory of this book. So keep your eye out on this book. Sandman, issue number 75. This is that second print. All it needs is one 9.9 to pop up. And you too can be the owner of a priceless piece of artwork. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. On the list at number 3, we've got to talk about this book, and this too is a DC book. Let's talk about Adventure Comics, issue number 375, and this is the first appearance of the Chemical King. Yes, the Chemical King. Now, although we probably won't see him in a movie anytime soon, right? This is an oldie but goodie. That's why I highlighted it. It's one of those iconic books that it can fill a space in your collection. You may not have this particular book, or if you have it in a low grade, now may be an opportunity for you to get one in a higher grade, right? Average price for the raw copy is just $7. Average price for the graded copy will run you roughly about $384. This book is up a whopping 266% and still climbing, my friends. We've had a total of 301 sales for this book to take place so far, with an all-time high for CGC 9.6 that took place back in 2022 for $699. We're just going to go ahead and round up and call it $700, all right? If that's too much for you at the moment, like I said, fair market value. Always pay attention to fair market value. Fair market value has the raw copy listed at $7 in very good condition. So if you have like a poor copy of this book, you can upgrade to a very good one for about $7 to $10, right? Or you can go a little bit higher. Yeah, just go on eBay, check the other sites, see what's out there. You may be, or go to your local comic book shop. Yes. Do that first. Go to your local comic book shop, dig in the crates, see if you can find this book. Ask the person behind the counter, hey, do you happen to have a copy of Avengers Comics issue number 371 on hand? See what they say. But if they don't have it, then you go to eBay, right? We want to make sure that we are supporting our local comic book shops. We need to keep our brick and mortars around. Don't let them disappear. A lot of places are disappearing. I don't know what I do without my comic book shops. Well, yes, I do. I pretty much lose my mind. But that's not going to happen because I'm going to give them most of my money. Yes, but don't tell my wife because I'm going to make sure we keep them around. All right? Fair market value, $7 for raw copy, very good condition. Adventure Comics, issue number 371. It's moving, ladies and gentlemen, and it's definitely worth taking a look at. That Silver Age goodness, you can't go wrong with that. All right? Now, on the list at number 2, Movie Specs calls this book the Spike right here. Movie Spec has definitely made this book spike, and I'm not mad at it. Back on the list for the second time, ladies and gentlemen, is Fantastic Four, issue number 209. This is the direct edition of some Bronze Age goodness. This is the first appearance of Herbie, the infamous robot from the Fantastic Four. Oh, yes. Did you guys see the trailer? Cute little Herbie, right? I ain't mad. Listen, I'm excited about this book. This book has increased 10% in sales so far, right? And I anticipate it going up as we see more trailers, as we see more excitement going about this movie. Average price for the raw copy right now, $16, while the average price for the graded copy is $138. Now, we've had an all-time high for this book, $350 for a CGC 9.8 that took place back in 2024. A total of 846 sales for this book so far, and I still see more to come, right? Because after I check the numbers, I'm pretty sure I'll see more added to this list. Fair market value has this book resting at $16 for the raw copy in fine condition. But Herbie is a very well-liked, a very well-followed, intricate part of the Fantastic Four family, and he's getting a little love. Herbie the Robot. It looks like Ben's trying to teach him how to cook on the trailer, but even in the comic books, he was definitely well-liked. He presented well, and he's got a following, so his book is up 10%, and I see it going up a little bit more in the future, all right? Average raw, $16. If you need one, now's the time to get your hands on one. If you want that 9.8, go ahead and grab it. $350, all right? It's not a bad deal. Keep your eye on it. And definitely, if like I said, if you haven't saw that trailer, definitely go check out that Fantastic Four trailer, because Galactus is coming. Galactus is coming. Galactus is definitely coming, guys. All right? Okay. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. If this is your first time stopping by checking out the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. As a matter of fact, don't even think about it. Just subscribe right now. Hit the button. Hit the button. Push the button. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because you're not going to want to miss the next list. Yeah, you're going to definitely want to know what that next list is about, because they come in useful when you're out there on the hunt looking to add another key or another iconic cover to your collection. We even got some modern books that you're not going to want to miss. All right? Sounds good to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to talk about the #1 hottest on the market. And we got to talk about The Incredible Hulk, issue #4, and this is the first appearance of Boris Manguski. Boris Manguski. Yes. Let's talk about Boris. Average price for the raw copy, $441. The average price for the graded copy, $596. We've had a total of 572 total sales for this book so far. This book is up 393% increase in sales so far. That's a lot. 393% increase, right? And we had an all-time high that took place back in 2015 where CGC 9.6 sold for $31,000. $31,000, ladies and gentlemen. And after check and go collect, right, there were no 9.8s on the census. But I know that last 9.6 sold for $26,000, right? That's $5,000 less than its all-time high. Absolutely. Now, the 9.4s are going for $12,500. 9.2s are going for $9,000. The 9.0s are listed at $6,750, and the 8.0s are looking good at $1,900. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you too can own this book, The Incredible Hulk, issue #4, first appearance of Boris Manguski. Am I saying that right? Boris Manguski. Keep your eye out on it, because it's moving on the secondary market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it. That's your list. Execute. Be careful. Don't hurt nothing. Don't let nothing hurt you. Never jump out of the airplane without a parachute. Don't let FOMO sweep you off your feet. It's good vibes only. And just as I promised, I want to share with you guys what I picked up over the last couple of weeks. Nothing spectacular, but yet I got some comic book goodies that I want to share with you guys, because that's what it's all about. All right? The first stack I want to show you, Bronze Faces, issue #1. Yes. Next up, we got Batgirl, Enemy of Her Enemy, issue number 4. Solicitation of a first appearance in there. We got a book that everybody should be reading. This is Absolute Superman, issue number 4. Can't wait to dive into that. We got Power Lords, issue number 1. Now, if you see a book you're interested in, feel free to shoot on down to your comic book store and pick one up, all right? Show them some love. We got Wolverine, issue number 6. Oh, yes. This is Star Wars Legacy of Vader, and this is issue number 1. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Kylo Ren cover. Darth Vader in the background. We got the variant art also. I believe we got a first cover appearance on this one. One of my favorite reads, Gunslinger Spawn, and this is issue number 40. Look at that. The buzzard picked his eye out. Yeah, I like that. That's dope. All right, I've got Dust to Dusk. Dust to Dust. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And I grabbed myself a couple of the second prints, Ultimate Universe, issue number 1, second print, year 1. And I grabbed a couple copies of those. Yeah, because this past week, there was a whole bunch of second prints that came out. All right. Now, here's another one. And this one, shout out to my guys. I got this from over yonder. Yeah. Yeah, I be in and out of the city regularly. It's like my second home, I guess. Oh, yes, definitely. All right, so, you know, a lot of stuff going on with the movies. We got Captain America, right? We got Captain America. We got the Fantastic Four. So I picked these up right here. Captain America issue number 1. Everybody's excited about the Red Hulk. Thaddeus Ross. Wanted to add these to my collection. Nothing spectacular, just that I want to support the book. I want to support the comic. I want to support the creators. I'm going to support the movie when it drops. I don't care what the critics are saying. Captain America issue number 1. All right, so those are the couple books that I picked up from there. Now, I'm going to show you these that I picked up too. I grabbed Mark Spears, and this is issue number 3, Monsters. Now, mind you, I'm not going to go crazy over all his artwork because not all his artwork is going to do too good, but I just specifically wanted certain comics because they're saturating the market with him right now. Right now, he's on everything. He's dropping a whole bunch of everything right now. But I just grabbed a few that I felt maybe might have some potential in the future. All right? I'm not going to grab everything. Yeah, and that was Return of the Living Dead, issue number 2. Just in case I didn't say it. Yeah. Return of the Living Dead, issue number 2. And this is Monsters, issue number 3. And this is just another cover. Mark Spears. Everybody going crazy for the artwork. I like collecting art from my collection also. So I figured I'd have just have a couple pieces in there. Here's All New Venom, issue number 1. And this is the second print. Definitely. We've got Wonder Woman, issue number 4. And I grabbed that variant cover. Oh, yeah. This is a Lobos cover, too. Just for everybody, if you didn't know. Boss Lobos cover, yeah, definitely. Not Boss Logic. Lobos. Here's another Captain America, issue number 1. Oh, yeah. Captain America, issue number 1. Yep, so I was digging in the crates a little bit. Just grabbing a couple pieces to add to the collection. And the last but not least book is I grabbed, this is the 1 cover per store, right? Yep, this is the 1 cover per incentive. This is the Legacy, Star Wars Legacy Vader, issue number 1. This is the 1 per. John Gang on the artwork. Gang, gang. John Gang. All right, I'm playing. I'm just playing. Fire, though. Literally. Literally. All right, everybody. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure you stop by next time and see what that next list is going to hold for you guys. And who knows, we may even do something special. I may do another unboxing for you guys. And I just may show you some exclusive comic books. It ain't no fun if the homies didn't have none. And I love sharing them with the comic book community. All right? It's good vibes only. I appreciate you. I'm out of here like last year, but I'll be back like that. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you don't miss out. It's good vibes only. I'm your boy C3. And as always, keep it comics. As you know what it is.